as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 5 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
2nd and 4. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the 49ers first down.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
The pass.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
A gain of 9.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
A pickup of 2 yards.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back.
The pass.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. field goal coming from Younghoe Koo. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead.
Niners 3, Bengals nothing.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? What? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 17 carries, 84 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get the play action and throw the ball deep later on.
Here he goes, right side. And that's a touchdown. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. To throw now on first down. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
The 14-yard
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
The 9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. His pass caught at the 4.
That's good.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. He'll drop to throw. And he's good. Touchdown, Bengals.
Make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. It's the time.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 5.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that. And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it, because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
It's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Bengals 14, 49ers 3.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
A gain of 4. And it's
out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone. It's 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt.
A 26-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
49ers 6.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Byron Murphy on the tackle.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
32-yard line.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
He was tackled.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. For 16 yards, it sets him up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Back to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down at 4 now.
Brought down at the 31. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
They'll set up to throw. Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, It's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 43-yard line.
Nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Loss on the play. It's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. This is taken around the 12. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Throw left side complete. It's Adams. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Bengals 21, 49ers 9.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
First and 10.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, and that game tied at 7 in the second quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Cowboys. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And you can see there, it's the visiting LA Rams who have the lead in that one. Lamar Jackson, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Come on now, let's make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and...
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
36 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
At the 20.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Give him 8 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to fourth down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
24, 49ers 9.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
They're on the 21-yard line.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
And it brings up third.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw. That's who is running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Edwards-Helaire.
48-yard line. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll drop to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. And he stopped immediately there. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 25. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here down to the 22. Tackle made by Chase Young. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line.
Gain of 10. First down, 49ers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
This pass caught at the 4. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one's back to an 8-point game.
Kick is good.
So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 22.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, San Francisco.
They're going to look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
A loss of 7 yards.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. The Niners on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this is going to be incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 22-yard.
2nd and 3. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
The pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up third down and 2.
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. It'll line up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
First and 10 at their own.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here that's complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Number 25, the ball carrier.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On third down, he'll drop to throw. As he throws it, the ball is out. It's a live football. And this is going to be 49er football.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
He'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
Over 1st and 10.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. That's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Kick is good.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Steps away to his left.
The quarterback on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
The pass.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Well, a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Incomplete. Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. This one, middle of the field, it's wearing the tight end. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals will get the football back. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. And they take a knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cincinnati, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll drop to 0-2. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.